What is up, guys? As you can see, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh by myself. So there's my two decks, one deck right there, one deck right there. I also have a third deck which is in there, which is that one right there, which is going against the winner of this match. So let's get started. Well, I already shuffled my deck and everything. So before I take camera and roll, just to let you know. One deck does have more cards than the other, which is this deck. This deck right here. So that one does have more cards than this deck right here, just by 8 or 9. So I really didn't put like a strong deck versus good deck or stuff like that. So I just put random ones. Well, not random, but the cards that would go to it. So let's not go with this deck. Give me a second. I'll be right back. This deck, tomorrow. So that means, ow. Where is that card? Okay, here it is. No. Okay. This one. Boom. Okay, since I don't have the original. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm almost done here. Okay, I'll do this. And let's put that card in there. Boom. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we're back, guys. I'm sorry, I had to go and get the start deck of Joey's. So, basically, I'm going to show you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, XYZ, Synchros, and Fusion and Rituals, those will be later on in the episodes, as you can see. Joey's basic starter deck does have fusions, which are those, and then I have 2 fusion on my second deck, and one fusion on my third deck, and 1 XYZ on my third deck. I will probably add synchros on my second deck, which is this one right here that I'm going to be using. But really, I don't know about it for right now. Maybe tomorrow I will. I don't know. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, first off, you need a card between. You need a deck. So you see here, and it has to be between 40 to 60. Okay, now these are extras, right? And then you take out 5 cards. Okay, so top 5 from your deck pile. Then you decide who goes first, player 1, player 2. So let's say this start deck, it goes first. So it's player 1, so it gets an extra card. Now, just let you know, you can only draw 1 card per turn. And that's only on your turn only. So that's why it has 6 cards. Then you look at your cards, so you read the descriptions on it. And then magic cards like these, they can be played on your turn. Now, trap cards like this one, those you gotta wait until your opponent's turn or onto your turn. So, okay, so since I'll put 2 cards face down plus this one, so 3 cards face down. Now, monsters which have stars like these, you have a choice. You could put them in defense mode, which I'll show you, like that, or you could put them in attack mode, which are like that. And just letting you know, you can only have 1 monster on the you can only play 1 monster unless the card says you could special summon an extra card. So just letting you know. Okay, now, just like, also another thing, you can only put monsters that are 4 or lower stars, so this has 3, so I could play it, and then this one has 4, so I could play it. So defense mode, you put it this way. When it gets attacked, then it's flip. But if it doesn't get attacked, or if it doesn't get attacked, it's like this. Now, we'll use Karate Man as an example. So Karate Man, he has 1,000 attack and 1,000 defense. Now, the other cards that are normal, like Baby Dragon, for example, it doesn't have an effect. This one does have an effect, and so just so you can't attack on your turn. So if you're player 1, you cannot attack until it comes to your next turn. You can. So you start with 8,000 points, 8,000 life points, in other words, and you keep going, and then you're trying to make your opponent to get to 0 life points. All right. So then you end your turn since it's that turn. Okay, now it's my turn. And since I have 5 cards, just to make sure, 2, 4, 5. Okay, 5, and then my 6th card. Okay, so I put 2 cards face down, and that goes for every person. They could put spells and magic on the face down like those, but you cannot activate them until your opponent's next turn or your next turn. Okay, and let's see. I guess I'll put this card in defense mode, keep these 3 cards, and then end of my turn. Okay, now my opponent gets a card, looks at it. Alright, they will put Karate Man, and due to its effect, let me see. I don't know if you can read it. But once per turn, the original attack of this card is double when this effect is applied. This card is immediately destroyed at the end of the turn. So basically, okay, since it's 1,000, I could multiply. It becomes 2,000. But once I use the effect, it's gone. I can't bring it back unless I have Monster Reborn, Call of Haunted, and other cards. Okay, so I'm going to attack and Cyberjar. Now, Cyberjar, due to the effect, destroys all monsters on the field. So those goes to the graveyard, which is over here. So this one also. And then draws the 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And then if you have 4 or lower, you put it on the field. Let's see. Face up attack position or face down defense position. So yeah, it doesn't really say. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now the only reason why I have this one is because the blue eyes I was going to use, from Joey's start deck, I put it onto my second deck. So let's see, since these 2, I'll put both of them. Okay, just to let you know, when you put both of them, their effects cannot be activated, so they are effectless. So since it was my opponent's turn, I could put another card face down if I want to, or I can end my turn. So now I end my turn by putting another card face down. So now it's my turn. Okay, now. Okay, note that I have all these cards. Okay. The number of cards I can put face down, either traps or magic, is up to 5. So no, it's not 5 magic cards face down and 5 trap cards face down. You can have 3 of each. I mean, not 3 of each. 3 magics and 2 traps, or 2 magics and 3 traps, or all magics, or all traps. Okay, now since let's see, if we have more, the most we can have is 6 cards. So if we have more, we have to start destroying. So let's see, where is my Cyberjar was destroyed? I don't know why it came back. I got it by mistake probably. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, I have 9 cards, and I can only have 6. So I'll activate Mystic Space Typhoon, and then due to the effects, destroy one spell or trap on the field, and I'll destroy this one. This one, it cannot be used. So once you use it, it's destroyed. Then I'll activate Heavy Storm. So it destroys all spells and traps on both players. Okay, and then that leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One card face down. One card in defense mode, and then it's my opponent's next turn. Okay, now my opponent will put mountain, and due to the effect, it does not go on here. Only because of this symbol right here. It's a field spell, so those goes on top of the deck. So basically, the deck is on this side, so it goes on top of the extra pile. So we put it right there. And due to the card, I don't know if you can read it, but it says increase the attack and defense of all dragon, wing beast, and thunder type monsters by 200. Okay, and since I never put a card face down, okay, now in case if you want to take out, let's say for example, red ice. Okay, I want to take it, depending on the number of stars, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, now with the new rules is 7 or 5 and 6, 1, 7 or more is 2. I'll destroy these 2, take out red eyes, and now I can attack. So I destroy, I attack, and we check 2400 compared to 2000. This one's automatically destroyed. But letting you know, if it's in defense mode, you don't take damage. If it's in attack mode, depending on what it is. But if this one was weaker than the card in defense mode, my opponent takes damage. Okay, now it's my turn. Okay, I'll activate Fister and destroys one card on my opponent's turn with the lowest attack. Since that was the only card, it gets destroyed. I put Tribe-Affecting Virus, then putting one extra card face now. Thanks to the effect, I can, well, it does have an effect, but my opponent doesn't have a monster, so I can't use the effect. So then it attacks directly. So it's 1600, so my opponent loses 1600 points. So 8,000 minus 1600, that's what, 6400? So now he has 6400, he or she. Alright, and then it's their turn. They draw. They put a card, and then they end their turn. My turn. I pick a card, put one card in defense mode. But the effect won't go through due to the fact that it has to be in declare one type of monster, destroy all face-up monsters with the same type. So let's say since this was Aqua, and I have to destroy one card from my hand, and then say Aqua. So all Aqua type monsters are destroyed, or Spellcaster, or Dragon, or Rock, or whatever it is. Okay. So now I'll destroy it to take out 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, I can't take it out, so I bring it back. So I'll activate Horn of the Unicorn, so that gives it an extra 700 boost attacking it. And let's see, that was at 250. So it's destroyed, and then it's my opponent's next turn. So they put 7-colored fish. Now, I'm not going to go technical and count the colors and all that stuff. But if you still want to keep looking at it, check out part 2 coming up in a few seconds after finishing this. Goodbye.